How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. We got some work being done in the shop here. One of the contractors has this really cool little trailer, but he has these little anemic D-rings right here. They keep getting bent and broken off and stuff, so I figure why not give them an upgrade. So it's a pretty nice little trailer for a contractor, a 4x8 sheet of plywood or whatever fits right on in there. The little D-rings, you can kind of hook off, but those things suck. 2-inch ball, all that stuff. It's pretty nice. But again, these things are crap. And, 2 out of the 4 are broken right off. So what I did is I bought him some of these D-rings. So these are going to be pretty nice. 2,333 pound working load. I'm assuming it's that way and not to the side. But this is the way that it fits on here the best. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade them to something a little bit nicer. Now I could have bent one of these sides down, so I could have turned it on its side, and then folded this thing down, but then the D-ring might be kind of sticking in the way. Doing it this way, it's going to be more than strong enough, definitely stronger than this, and it'll tuck out of the way, and it won't be giving them any problems. So go ahead and just zap these things off and weld them on. Now I did talk to him about this ahead of time, so I'm not just screwing with the guy's trailer, without him knowing about it, and he's cool with it. So we'll go ahead and do this. I'm not going to show you guys what we're getting done yet. That's for another video. I think you guys are going to like it. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to help us all out. Well, it's going to help me out mostly, but it'll allow us to do cooler stuff with the channel. So I'm pretty excited to get it done. So he's a cool dude, this contractor. So I don't know if you're local to southeastern Michigan, I guess I can give you his name or contact info or whatever. This is pretty interesting. Both of these, well, actually all 4 of them, they're all the same part number. Did you see the color on this one versus this one? Same with this. This one's kind of a shiny black, and this one's more of a matte black. The shiny black ones are just paint. These are like a heavy powder coat. So this actually, took a minute to get off. Actually, I got to clean that one better, but check that out. This is just a regular painted one. This stuff just comes off super fast. This powder coated one, man, you got to work at it. This stuff is super thick. So if you're going to buy these little $5 D-rings from Home Depot, try to get the dull black one. You're going to have a way better, more durable finish. All right, for today, we're going to be using the Millermatic 200. It's got 035 wire in it. Should be pretty easy. Look at that, even the D's themselves. This is the dull kind of finish. That's the super thick powder coat. And then here's the shiny black paint one. So, yeah, even these things, are paint versus powder. The powder coat's really thick. Oh man, I gotta turn my shade down. It's blinding me. There we go. Turn it up, rather. I had to buy a cheater lens. This is a little magnifying lens that you can buy for inside your helmet. I don't think that you can see, but it's like a magnifier. It helps out for TIG welding and basically every other thing, especially if you need glasses like me. I have to move you. Maybe you can see. Maybe it's destroying my camera. The world may never know. Oh. Once again. So there we have it. Probably not the best welds in the entire universe, but it's going to be more than enough to hold down these little D-rings. They're super hot right now, so I can't really mess around. I need to clean them up with a wire brush and they'll look a little nicer. I could have probably cornered this a little bit better. Right there. Oh no, maybe I'll do another pass on this side just to make it look pretty. We'll see how the other ones turn out. Penetration wise, I don't know. Maybe it could be a little warmer in there. I don't know, sink it down some. Maybe it's just a shadow I'm looking at. I'm going to fill in these little spots here whenever, I finish up. So then it'll be super strong. This here video goes out to my cousin Sam at Atomic Hillbilly Garage. Go check them out. Him and his wife, they do cool stuff. Auction finds, working on old Mopars and buying and selling, cool stuff like that. So check them out. He wants to learn how to weld so he can finish up his D100 pickup he's had forever. So he wants to get into welding. So I figured I'd throw up this little video. Not that I'm an expert or anything, but give him some pointers. So MIG welding is pretty simple once you kind of get into it. It's just a hot glue gun for big boys and girls. Really all you need is a good clean ground. You need your mixed gas tank. It doesn't take pure argon like a TIG welder does. This is argon and carbon dioxide. I think it's like a 70-30 mix. I'm not entirely sure, but you don't really have to worry about that. You just go to your gas supplier and say you want a MIG mix and they'll get your tank full. This Miller is pretty nice. It's fan on demand, so you don't have to listen to the fan run the entire time. On this one, my buddy Rob, he's super familiar with these. He just said, put it at 3. That's your voltage. Set your wire feed at 30. If you want to go up to 4, you need more heat, put it at 40. 1, it's at 10. Something like that. That seems to work out okay for me. If you're running out of wire, just crank it up a little bit. If you're pushing too much wire, turn it down a little bit. If you're running too cold, that one's pretty good. It could probably be I don't know, it looks like it's just about right. But yeah, I mean, if you're too cold and it's creating balls on the metal, then you need to crank up your heat a little bit. If it's sinking down and cratering, then you need to back it off some. That's basically all that you really need to know, and it's trial and error. Get a feel for it. That's essentially it. You just keep on playing around with it until you get the feel down and everything looks good. And there's tons of videos online that you can watch. I'm definitely not a pro trying to teach anybody how to weld. I wouldn't claim that I'm that knowledgeable on any of it. Rob, on the other hand, Rob has basically taught me what I know about, welding with temperatures and stuff like that. And I don't have it down, but Rob's a professional, so I listen to Rob. Anyway, let's weld up the rest of this trailer. So there's a couple different techniques that people use. You don't necessarily want to just pull it straight across. I don't know if that's even a thing, but you can go forward and then pull it back, forward and pull it back. I like to do circles or moon shapes like that. Another thing to keep in mind is your shielding gas that comes out from here. If you're around a fan or outside, it can blow your shield away. So something to keep in mind. I'll go back and spot these other ones in and be done. Like I said, it's not the best, but it's good practice. I don't really get to weld very much anymore. I'm going to hit that with some paint. This one is my least favorite, but this is where I was playing with the temperatures. This one isn't too bad. Yeah, so I'll hit it with some paint and call it a wrap. So hopefully, the contractor likes having some work done on his trailer. It should work out a lot better for him. It was an easy, half hour or something like that to whip that out. No big deal. So that's it. So this is, again, for anybody that wants to mess around with welding, don't be intimidated by it. It's not really that hard. I mean, just play with it until, you get something that works and you like, and then keep honing your skills. I don't get to weld very often, so, I'm not that great at it, but, I just keep on plugging away. It'll hold, that's for sure. It ain't going anywhere. I welded that hook on the tractor buck, and I've been picking up engines and stuff with that for years and years and years, and it's never broke or cracked or anything. So might not look super pretty, but it'll hold. Well, I just hit it real quick with some satin black. That's all I had laying around. And I'm almost out of that. Not the best welds in the entire world, but you know what? This is a little trailer. Moral of the story is don't be afraid of welding. Go get yourself anything that you can afford. and just start trying to weld stuff on. So I'm pretty sure that he's going to be super happy with having those nice heavy duty D-rings on here. He doesn't have to worry about those crappy ones breaking anymore. Be able to tie down all kinds of crazy stuff. So the moral of the story is don't be afraid of welding. Just go buy yourself whatever welder you can afford and, just start welding on stuff. Eventually you're going to pretty quickly surpass my level of skill right now, because I don't really get to weld that often. But you can make them look pretty. Those are definitely strong enough for a trailer. And that's basically it. Just don't be afraid of trying new things. Go out there and try to get some stuff done. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.